We all need it, we all use it, but we don't know what to call it.
What is it?
It is assistive technology. Welcome to the YouTube channel Assistive Technology.
Today we are going to make a battery interrupter. Reference that picture, and we should have a protective surface, wood. It's good, do not use plastic. We have our plug, female, and we're going to modify it down here. So the trickiest part about keeping this down is that if you don't bend it just right, then it'll lift and it won't stick in the solder. So I like to take a piece of electrical tape, put it down snug, make it go where I want it to go, and hold it in place. Okay, so the objective is to use these two pieces of copper to block the battery signal, divert it to this cord so that we can plug a switch into here. So first we need to use our two copper, our two copper circles. You should already have the circles made. It's a little sticky. Okay, so we're going to solder these two wires onto the copper. I have my soldering iron turned onto about 360 probably. And we're going to make sure that our metal is down. Make sure you guys can see what I'm talking about without falling over. Okay, so I'm also wearing some PPE as requested by my father. I have an apron on in case the solder burns my pants again. I also have some glasses on. So really the objective is to get this metal from the wire hot enough that once you touch it with the solder, it melts. But I haven't been able to get, don't touch it. I haven't been able to get it that hot. And you guys can't see what I'm doing from that angle. Better? Okay, so I'm going to just touch the soldering iron to the solder, and it's going to liquefy it. And the solder is acting like a metal glue right now. You can see that it is smoking. You don't want to inhale that. Okay. On there, and again, it's about how these wires tap onto this copper. Just gonna, it's actually not heating that well, so I'm going to turn up the heat on my soldering iron because it really should instantly melt. Funny, not so funny, I turned it off somehow. So it's reheating. No wonder it wasn't melting the solder. But in the meantime, we can talk about what it's gonna look like when we're finished. And it is the two pieces of copper with paper sandwiched in between it. All right, so when you're done soldering, turn off your iron. I know I did that a little prematurely, but the next most dangerous thing that we're gonna work with is Elmer's or super glue. So beware, I have yet to complete this project without super gluing my fingers either together or to my materials. So this is what your 2 pieces of copper should look like. So we're going to take our paper and sandwich it in between. It's the insulator, okay? Sandwich it in between the 2 pieces of copper. If the copper ends up touching, it's not going to work because you're not making that barrier. So we're going to go ahead and stick some, well, this is my cutting board, so I don't want to super glue my cutting board. I should probably continue to use this wood. Also, if you end up getting a huge like bubble on your solder, it's going to make it very difficult to super glue it down because you're going to need to build up that super glue, which is dangerous because then you're going to glue your fingers together. So try to make it as smooth as possible, the solder. My dad also says that it's nice when you see the metal sticking out from the wire, but at the bottom, but I can't always do that. So you want to make sure that your paper is slightly bigger than your copper. And then sometimes I just take a little clothespin and put it on there. All right, so it's on one side. I'm going to put the super glue on the other side. See, that one's a little pointy. That guy's a little pointy. I've already turned off my soldering iron. Also, don't heat up super glue. It stinks really bad and it hurts when you breathe it in. So again, I'm going to clip it. Goodness, could this be my lucky day where I don't have any super glue on my fingers? All right, I'm gonna set and we're gonna wait a little bit for that to dry. Okay, so the other things that you need are a toy that has an on-off switch and is powered by batteries, battery interrupter. Something to consider, if you put the interrupter in here and it doesn't work, in here and it doesn't work, try all 3 terminals because I had to learn the hard way that it did work, I just didn't choose the right thing. And then this is just a jelly bean switch. So this is going to be the male part of the plug that is going to go into our female. All right, now for the fun part, and see if it works. I know that in this particular toy, I'm going to have to put my battery interrupter in the middle. So it's going to go, oops, it's going to go on this side, the side without the spring, the positive side. And you slip it in there, and then you're going to put the battery in, which is really hard to do and show you at the same time. So essentially it's going to look like that, interrupting that battery terminal there from making contact. And then we're going to plug in our jelly bean switch. Okay, and oh, Jess, it didn't work. Okay, don't forget to turn the toy on. It's rocket science. It's very important. Okay, turn the toy on. It's assistive technology. What's the point of all of this? Access. The point is to give children or people with limited abilities equal access to the same toys and games and things like that their peers have. So this is fun to watch on the ceiling and stuff. It's even more fun to be able to control it yourself. So that's the point.